The British IS terror cell known as the Beatles have hit out at the UK's decision to revoke their citizenship. Okay, well, I'm going to bring in Haras Rafiq. He's the chief executive of the Quilliam Foundation. We're going to talk about El Shafi El Sheikh and Alexander Aman Koti. They're both from West London. They're now in northern Syria, being held by the YPG. Haras Rafiq, I was talking to Lord Carlisle about an hour ago, and he said that he thinks that they should be brought back to the UK and that they would be given a fair trial. Do you think that they should be brought back?
And certainly the public mood is that they shouldn't be brought back. I think that's very clear from lots of recent surveys, including one done by Sky a few months ago, that I was part of the panel of. The government is absolutely within its right to take away their citizenship. They both have nationalities from other countries, and as consistent with other crimes that other people have committed, the Home Secretary has taken away citizenships before without leaving people stateless. If you look at what they're actually saying about fair trial, and the fact that they claim that Britain has the audacity to take away their citizenship, this stinks to me like a PR stunt. The hypocrisy of what they're actually saying. Where was the fair trial for the people that they killed? Where were the human rights for the people that they actually tortured and crucified on some occasions? I think this is something that, again, is a symptom of, or rather a demonstration of, senior members of ISIS, as they like to call themselves, carrying out publicity stunts and trying to remain relevant whilst their land has been taken away from them, and also whilst they're competing with the likes of Al-Qaeda for recruits into their global jihadist movements.
Okay, well, we do actually have the person who interviewed Haras. What do you make of that they say that it was all propaganda?
I think that's outrageous, that they actually think that there are people that would actually believe their claim that it was all propaganda. There is enough evidence on social media. There is enough evidence from people who were former captives of theirs. There's enough evidence from a whole range of different sources that actually give us the ability, or give someone the ability, to try them on charges of terrorism, on charges of a whole bunch of different things. So I really do find it outrageous that they think that people would actually believe that claim that it was all propaganda. It's bizarre.
What are the options now? Is it Guantanamo Bay, leave them with the YPG, bring them to the UK, or send them to The Hague?
There are lots of options. I think if they were going to go to Guantanamo Bay, they probably would have gone there already. I don't think that's something that may necessarily happen. I think that Britain's made it very clear that we don't want them back here. The US may well take them and try them there. Let's not forget that there were British and American citizens that were actually killed by them, by ISIS, and by allegedly these people as well, who were involved in certainly the torture. And then let's not also forget that there are many people within Iraq that were killed and tortured by members of ISIS as well. So Iraq also has a claim to take them and then try them. So there are lots of different things that can happen. I do want to see them tried because I believe that our system is the best. And even though they didn't give people a fair trial, they went out and committed all these evil and barbaric crimes. I do want them to have a trial, but I also want the full weight of the law thrown at them. Wherever that is, it doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned, but it must happen. It must happen somewhere, and it could even be Iraq.
You say that they do have other nationalities, I believe Ghanaian, Cypriot, and possibly Sudanese. Do you think we're going to see them calling on those countries and asking to be taken back to those countries and given a fair trial there? To be honest, I don't believe that those countries would want them back there. There hasn't been any indication from them that they would take them. I'd be very, very surprised if their countries of birth would want to take them back there. But let's not forget, they can get a fair trial in the US. I don't see why they claim that they can't. The US system is just as fair as ours is, and it may well still be the case that the US decides to take them. Okay, Haras